See this line going sideways. Came off. He took it sideways hard. Lord mercy, I want you to look how much slime is on that line. That's a good one. Oh well. Hopefully he'll come back. Alright. How's it going, everybody? This is Jeff Main with Team Reeling the Blues. I'm just going to give you another quick tip of what I do when I'm anchoring on a ledge in current. So what we got here, I've got my boat positioned right now. So here's the ledge, and it flattens out. Here's the top of the ledge. The ledge is running downstream, of course. I've got my boat anchored on top of the ledge, but I'm going to fish the bottom of the ledge. So here's how I do it. Seems to work good for me. This rod right here, I've got it thrown out as far as I can throw it out into the water. Just that's pretty much throwed it straight out. There's enough current going downstream that line's going to wash down. Now when it finally washes down, it's going to wash down to where it hits, right where it starts to go back uphill. More than likely, it's not going to wash it up the side of the ledge. So essentially, that line's going to be as far as I can throw it, dead tight again that ledge, which is where the fish are going to be. They're going to be running that ledge, hopefully. This rod right here, I only threw it out about 3/4 as far as that one, maybe about 20 yards shorter than I threw that one. Now what that does is that one, I don't have to be perfect with it, as long as I throw it out a shorter distance. I threw it out, so now the current's going to wash that one down. So now I'm going to have one, let's just call it 100 yards down. Then this one, when it washes down, it's going to be about 80 yards right against that ledge. This one here, I only threw it out, let's say 60 yards. So now when it washes down, it's going to be right against the ledge. So now I'm going to have one at 100 yards, one at 80 yards, one at 60 yards. I've got another one you can't see. It's stowed straight out just off the ledge. So essentially I'm covering a 100-yard stretch of that ledge anchored right here. Now if I was to have moved the boat and anchored right on the ledge or out in the deeper water, then what happens is it's hard to gauge how to get that line dead against that ledge, because that's where I find most of my bigger fish come from. It's right against that ledge where it starts to go up. It's like a natural form of cover for them. They're swimming along the bottom. They know that gravity takes all the bait from the top of the ledge and all the trash and all the stuff that they like to eat. It's going to wash down the sides of these ledges. Current's going to carry it down, but eventually it's going to find itself right at the bottom of these ledges. So these fish are pretty much trained to swim right on those ledges looking for something to eat. So here's what I mean when I'm talking about throwing the line straight out to get them to catch right in that valley. The boat's anchored right here on top of this ridge right here, this ledge. If I was to move the boat over a little bit and actually try to fish right here, what happens is you're anchored right here, you're throwing all your lines straight down this way. So what happens, the current's going to sweep them all like really right in a big tight ball down here. And you got to be really perfect with your presentation. You got to be perfect with the way you anchored everything. So what I'm doing is I'm actually anchored on top. Not all the way on top, but I'm pretty much on top. I'm a little bit on the side of the ledge. But that way I'm throwing out, I'm actually fishing this area right here. That's the reason I'm kind of anchored right here. I'm trying to fish this little spot right here because there's a little bit of a current break right here. But the reason I'm throwing the line straight out is if I throw this line as far out as I can, the current's going to be my friend and it's going to sweep that line right back to right here and it's going to get hung up. So then I can throw the next rod out, just don't throw it out quite as far, and it's going to sweep and it's going to get hung up right here. Throw the next one out, and then what I'm doing is essentially throwing the line straight out, letting the current do the precision work for me, because that line's going to sweep back. It's going to hit this ridge where it starts to go up. When it hits it, it might go up a little bit, but more than likely when it hits right here, it's going to get hung up right here at the bottom of it. And those fish are traveling right on this ledge right here, because gravity's doing all the work for them, because gravity's taking all the heavy stuff that's being floated, being flown down the stream here, and everything is rolling down, and it gets up here and it's going to bring it right down here to this bottom ledge. So these fish are used to eating, swimming along these, and it's also like a little natural highway. Those fish, they may get out here a little bit and roam, but for the most part, they like running up and down through. It's almost like a form of structure for them. All right, I hope that helps everybody understand what I'm talking about, and I hope everybody catches a bigger fish because of it. This is the one that was 3/4 of the way down the ledge. So essentially I had that one run. He came up the ledge and turned it loose. And then this one grabbed it. So I got a little wolf pack of fish moving right up that ledge like what we talked about. Ain't no monster, but it's a decent little fish. Probably a little dink. Oh, he ain't horrible. Nice little fish. Good eater. Good little eater. Bigger than I can grab with my hand. So we had two pull downs back to back. That's pretty good. It means them fish are running right on that ledge. Could have been the same fish, I doubt it. And don't look, that ain't got no line mark, so I don't think it was the fish that got caught in it. Nice little blue. See, I told you it works. Now let's see if we can get a big one. It seems to always work good for me, and I think it'll work good for you. Give it a couple tries. Sometimes it don't work the first time, but when you finally do get the knack of it, man, you just can't beat it when the bite's red hot. I hope this helps you get your personal best. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. I'll answer them if I can. And as always, if you're not a sub, please consider subbing. Thank you very much.